Good morning, children. Hope you all are healthy and happy and taking very good care of yourself. Welcome to Session 3, Social Studies Paper 2, Chapter 20, Women Protection Acts. In today's session, we are going to learn the protection of women from domestic violence, important resolutions, forms of domestic violence, and whom to complain in case of domestic violence. The protection of women from domestic violence. We have already learned in a previous chapter that our constitution, Indian constitution, provides the right to live, fundamental right to every citizen of India without any discrimination. These basic rights should be enjoyed by men, women without any bias or any discrimination. But we find that right to life, it's not only just giving to live, it means you have to lead a dignified life. And leading a dignified life means that the woman should not be abused, insulted, or humiliated. Such situations can be created for women to enjoy their rights by giving proper respect to their work. Even now, equal rights are not being enjoyed by women, though it has been mentioned in our constitution because of lack of awareness even among women also about their fundamental rights, about the human rights. Equal rights are not enjoyed by women at home as well as in the working place. Activities and behavior which damages their value and self-respect start with family. And mostly women are the victims of domestic violence. Such violent acts often happen in family to suppress the women and their dignity. These incidents are against their development. Definitely when women is getting abused or they are facing the domestic violence, it affects their development. Raise a voice against domestic violence. For this abuse or against this domestic violence, many national and international governments have taken up certain declarations and resolutions in order to stop violence against women. Though violence is still there at the family and community level, the declarations also clear the actions proposed to be taken up by the governments towards the development of women. The government of India is also one of the countries who accepted and became signatory to the declaration and resolved to abide by it. So, against domestic violence, not only the international, even at the national level in India also, the government tried to frame a lot of laws, a lot of programs which can bring awareness among the women regarding their fundamental rights. But still, because of lack of education, because of hesitation, and because of a society's scenario, most of the women are still victims of domestic violence. Important resolutions which were taken by the governments, international level and national level. First one is government shall take appropriate measures to do away with the discriminations against women in the matter of marriages and family relations. Second, the men and women shall possess equal rights in the matters of family, property and its management. Third, the government has to take steps in the proper identification of violence, protecting the victims and punishing the culprits. So these are the very important resolutions which has been taken by the international level as well as national level, where the government has to take an appropriate measures. They should have a certain norms which reduce the discrimination of against women, whether it's in a family matter or in a working place. And second, that men and women are having equal right in the matter of property and its management. And the government, if find the any person as a victim or when they are getting giving a complaint, they should punish the culprits. Stop violence against women. Forms of domestic violence. We're having different forms of domestic violence also. Some are There were sexual abuse, physical abuse, verbal and emotional abuse, mental abuse, and economic abuse. As most of the women are not financially independent, they have to depend on the family members for their survival. So, mostly these are the common forms of domestic violence which were faced by the women. In a case of domestic violence, to whom they have to complain? The victims of domestic violence should complain to the police officer or judicial authority, like first class metropolitan magistrate, individually over phone, email, and this type of complaints can be filed when the domestic violence took place or taking place or will take place. If the victim is wounded, she has to be sent for medical treatment and then the report is to be sent to the police station and to the magistrate. So, in the case of a domestic violence, a person or a woman is facing a domestic violence, she has to approach to the police officer or a nearby judicial authority and especially the metropolitan magistrate. Either she can present individually or she can inform over the phone or she can even email also, and the complaint should be filed under the domestic violence. Sometimes it happened that because of situations and all that, the domestic violence is already happened with that woman or is going to be take place or will take place in the near future. So all these or in all these three situations a woman can file a complaint. And if a person or if a woman is wounded, got injuries in a domestic violence, first she should get the medical treatment and the report should be sent to the police station and it has to be registered in the, and it has to be informed to the magistrate also. Let us have a home assignment, children. Today you have to write the answer. Question is, domestic violence take place now and then and gradually it becomes a habit pattern. More violence generates from violence. How do we stop this? Who will help? Refer textbook for this answer bit. Thank you.